Welcome to Framework, the podcast that makes the NIST cybersecurity framework practical, engaging, and accessible. Whether you're a cybersecurity professional, business leader, or simply curious about how organizations defend against cyber threats, this series is for you. This podcast is inspired by a comprehensive guide to the NIST Cybersecurity Framework 2.0, a best-selling resource written by cybersecurity expert Dr. Jason Edwards and trusted by professionals worldwide. In each episode, we'll leverage a few insights from Jason's extensive book to dive deep into CSF 2.0, unpacking every function, category, and subcategory with real-world applications you can immediately use. If you're enjoying this episode and want to learn more, head over to cyberauthor.me to grab your copy of the book and access additional resources to enhance your cybersecurity journey. You can also visit baremetalcyber.com, where over 2 million people last year explored expert insights, articles, and practical tools across a wide range of cybersecurity topics. RC.RP-05, Confirming System Restoration. RC.RP-05 ensures that organizations validate the successful restoration of systems following a cybersecurity incident, ensuring that all assets are fully functional, secure, and free from residual threats before resuming normal operations. This subcategory belongs to the recover function within the National Institute of Standards and Technology Cybersecurity Framework, version 2.0, emphasizing that proper system restoration prevents reinfection, mitigates operational disruptions, and ensures compliance with security and regulatory standards. Without structured system restoration validation, organizations risk bringing compromised or unstable systems back into production, leading to repeat incidents, security vulnerabilities, and prolonged operational downtime. By implementing structured system restoration verification processes, organizations ensure that restored systems are fully operational, secure, and meet defined performance and cybersecurity standards. A well-defined system restoration framework includes post-recovery integrity checks, automated security validation, and structured functional testing to confirm that systems have been fully remediated and are safe to use. Organizations that adopt AI-driven anomaly detection, integrate automated post-restoration security scans, and enforce structured system validation policies improve their ability to prevent persistent threats, reduce downtime, and maintain regulatory compliance in post-incident operations. Multiple stakeholders play a role in confirming system restoration. IT infrastructure teams and cybersecurity analysts are responsible for validating that restored systems are functioning correctly and ensuring that security vulnerabilities have been mitigated. Business continuity managers and risk officers ensure that restoration efforts align with organizational resilience objectives and regulatory requirements. Executive leadership and compliance teams play a critical role in overseeing post-restoration verification processes, ensuring that security teams follow predefined validation steps, and confirming that systems meet operational and compliance standards. Effective system restoration validation is implemented through structured post-incident testing, automated security audits, and predefined performance assessments. This includes using AI-powered behavioral analytics to detect abnormal system activity after restoration, integrating automated penetration testing to verify that all security patches have been applied, and enforcing structured rollback mechanisms to revert systems if anomalies are detected. Organizations that fail to implement structured system restoration verification processes risk recurring security breaches, data corruption, and operational instability due to incomplete or compromised restorations. Several key terms define system restoration confirmation and its role in cybersecurity governance. Post-restoration security validation ensures that organizations scan restored systems for residual malware, misconfigurations, or unauthorized access points before reconnecting to the network. Functional system testing ensures that organizations verify that critical applications, services, and processes are operating correctly after restoration. Rollback and contingency planning ensures that organizations have predefined strategies for reverting to a previous system state if post-restoration validation reveals security risks. Forensic integrity analysis ensures that organizations use security logs, system baselines, and behavioral analytics to confirm that restored systems have not been tampered with. Automated threat detection post-restoration ensures that organizations deploy continuous security monitoring to identify any suspicious activity immediately after systems are restored. Challenges in confirming system restoration often lead to operational failures, security vulnerabilities, and regulatory compliance risks. One common issue is failure to conduct thorough security validation, where organizations restore systems without verifying that malware, unauthorized access, or misconfigurations have been fully remediated. Another issue is lack of functional testing, where organizations focus solely on security aspects without ensuring that restored systems perform as expected. Some organizations mistakenly believe that restoration is complete when systems are online, without recognizing that ongoing monitoring and validation are necessary to confirm long-term security and stability. When organizations implement structured system restoration verification frameworks, they enhance operational resilience, reduce reinfection risks, and ensure a smooth transition back to normal business operations. A structured system restoration model ensures that IT and cybersecurity teams follow predefined verification workflows, business leadership supports system validation efforts, and compliance teams oversee alignment with regulatory requirements. Organizations that adopt AI-driven restoration validation, enforce structured security testing, and integrate continuous post-restoration monitoring develop a comprehensive cybersecurity strategy that prevents recurrence of security incidents and strengthens post-incident recovery efforts. Organizations that fail to implement structured system restoration verification strategies face significant security, operational, and compliance risks. Without proper validation, businesses risk bringing infected or unstable systems back online, allowing attackers to reestablish access, and potentially causing data loss or operational failures. A common issue is reintroducing vulnerabilities during restoration, where organizations fail to apply security patches or update configurations before reconnecting systems to the network. Another major challenge is lack of post-restoration monitoring, where organizations assume that systems are secure after restoration without deploying continuous security validation mechanisms. By implementing structured system restoration verification strategies, organizations ensure that restored systems are fully functional, secure, and protected from residual threats. A well-defined system restoration framework incorporates security validation, automated anomaly detection, and structured functional testing to confirm the reliability of restored environments. Organizations that deploy AI-driven system integrity analysis, integrate automated post-restoration security testing, and enforce structured compliance validation improve their ability to recover from cyber incidents efficiently, minimize security risks, and ensure regulatory compliance in post-incident operations. At the partial tier, organizations lack formal system restoration verification processes, leading to ad hoc validation efforts that are inconsistent and unreliable. Restoration may be handled reactively, with IT teams assuming that systems are functional without conducting structured security checks. A small business at this level may restore compromised servers after a cyber attack, but fail to scan for residual malware, allowing the attacker to reinfect the system. At the risk-informed tier, organizations begin to establish structured system restoration verification policies, ensuring that IT teams follow predefined validation procedures. However, these processes may still be manual, requiring IT staff to check logs and perform security scans without automated assistance. A mid-size healthcare provider at this level may validate restored electronic medical records (EMR) systems through manual spot checks but lack continuous post-restoration security monitoring. At the repeatable tier, organizations implement a fully structured system restoration verification framework, ensuring that all restored systems undergo automated integrity checks, security validation and functional performance testing. Cybersecurity governance is formalized, with leadership actively involved in defining system restoration policies, overseeing security validation workflows, and ensuring compliance with industry regulations. Cyber tenor, ever present, a multinational financial institution at this stage may use AI-driven security validation to continuously monitor restored transaction processing systems for abnormal behavior. At the adaptive tier, organizations employ machine learning-driven restoration validation, predictive security risk modeling, and real-time post-restoration monitoring to proactively refine and enhance system integrity verification efforts. System restoration verification processes are fully integrated into enterprise cybersecurity operations, ensuring that security teams use AI-powered analytics to continuously detect and remediate restoration anomalies. A global cloud services provider at this level may use blockchain-based forensic validation to verify the integrity of restored data before allowing full production access. Confirming system restoration aligns with multiple controls in the National Institute of Standards and Technology, Special Publication 800-53, ensuring that organizations implement structured methodologies for post-incident validation, system recovery verification, and operational continuity. One key control is CP-10, System Recovery and Reconstitution, which requires organizations to verify the security and operational integrity of restored systems before reconnecting them to production environments. A national telecommunications provider implementing this control may use automated forensic validation tools to confirm that restored infrastructure is free from hidden attacker footholds. Another key control is IR-4, incident handling, which mandates that organizations incorporate structured security testing and verification into post-incident recovery efforts. A multinational retailer implementing this control may conduct automated penetration tests on restored payment processing systems before reactivating customer transactions. Confirming system restoration also aligns with SI-2 flaw remediation, which requires organizations to address vulnerabilities and weaknesses that may have contributed to the cybersecurity incident before restoring systems to full operation. This control ensures that organizations do not reintroduce unpatched or misconfigured systems into production environments, reducing the risk of repeated compromise. A global financial services provider implementing this control may apply security patches and harden system configurations before reconnecting restored trading platforms to live networks. These controls can be adapted based on organizational size, industry, and cybersecurity maturity. A small business may implement basic system restoration verification procedures, ensuring that IT teams manually review system logs and conduct basic security scans before resuming operations. A large enterprise may deploy AI-driven system integrity validation, automated forensic analysis, and predictive risk assessment tools to ensure that restored environments remain continuously monitored and secure. Organizations in highly regulated industries such as healthcare, finance, and energy may require legally mandated post-restoration validation frameworks, compliance-driven security testing, and structured forensic analysis to align with industry cybersecurity standards. Auditors assess an organization's ability to confirm system restoration effectively by reviewing whether documented, consistently enforced, and automated post-restoration validation frameworks are in place. They evaluate whether organizations implement predefined system restoration testing protocols, enforce structured integrity validation policies, and integrate real-time security monitoring mechanisms into enterprise-wide recovery processes. If an organization fails to verify system restoration effectively, auditors may issue findings highlighting gaps in cybersecurity risk management, weak restoration validation execution, and failure to align post-restoration security verification strategies with industry compliance requirements. To verify compliance, auditors seek specific types of evidence: system restoration validation policy documentation, and structured cybersecurity integrity reports demonstrate that organizations formally define and enforce cybersecurity restoration verification standards. Automated post-restoration security validation system records and compliance-driven forensic analysis logs provide insights into whether organizations proactively monitor, test, and confirm the security of restored systems based on predefined cybersecurity resilience protocols. AI-driven system integrity dashboards and predictive security anomaly detection tools show whether organizations effectively track, monitor, and refine post-restoration verification strategies using real-world attack data and adaptive security controls. A compliance success scenario could involve a global healthcare provider that undergoes an audit and provides evidence that structured cybersecurity system restoration verification strategies are fully integrated into enterprise security governance, ensuring that all restored systems undergo continuous security validation, integrity testing, and forensic analysis based on predefined restoration verification models. Auditors confirm that cybersecurity system restoration verification policies are systematically enforced, security validation mechanisms are dynamically refined, and enterprise-wide cybersecurity governance frameworks align with structured restoration assurance models. In contrast, an organization that fails to implement structured cybersecurity system restoration verification frameworks, neglects real-time post-restoration security monitoring, or lacks formalized system integrity validation workflows may receive audit findings for poor cybersecurity risk management, weak restoration validation execution, and failure to align post-restoration security verification strategies with regulatory compliance mandates. Organizations face multiple barriers in ensuring that cybersecurity system restoration verification remains continuous and effective. One major challenge is failure to integrate automated security validation into system restoration processes, where organizations restore systems without conducting thorough forensic analysis, increasing the risk of residual threats persisting in the environment. Another challenge is over-reliance on manual restoration verification, where organizations lack automated integrity validation mechanisms, leading to inconsistent post-restoration security testing. A final challenge is difficulty maintaining cybersecurity system restoration verification consistency across global operations, where organizations struggle to apply standardized security validation policies across multiple subsidiaries, regions, and regulatory jurisdictions. Organizations can overcome these barriers by developing structured cybersecurity system restoration verification frameworks, ensuring that cybersecurity restoration validation policies remain continuously optimized, and integrating real-time forensic integrity analysis models into enterprise-wide cybersecurity governance strategies. Investing in AI-driven cybersecurity restoration, validation automation, automated compliance-driven security testing, and predictive cybersecurity forensic analysis tools ensures that organizations dynamically assess, monitor, and refine cybersecurity system restoration verification strategies in real time. Standardizing cybersecurity system restoration verification methodologies across departments, subsidiaries, and external business partners ensures that cybersecurity restoration validation policies are consistently applied, reducing exposure to persistent security threats while strengthening enterprise-wide cybersecurity resilience. By embedding cybersecurity system restoration verification strategies into enterprise security governance frameworks, organizations enhance cybersecurity restoration integrity capabilities, improve regulatory compliance, and ensure sustainable cybersecurity system recovery processes across evolving cyber risk landscapes. That wraps up today's discussion on framework. Don't stop here. Head over to cyberauthor.me to explore more cybersecurity topics and discover a best-selling book covering NIST and other critical cyber frameworks. Please like, rate, and review this episode on Apple and Spotify. Until next time, remember that knowledge is power.